The vibrant afternoon sun cast a golden glow across the bustling city square, where hundreds of enthusiastic fans had gathered since early morning. The air was thick with excitement, buzzing with whispered conversations and the rustling of handmade banners bearing the names of two of China's most beloved young stars. At the center of the plaza stood the magnificent YOYO birthday party pop-up event setup, adorned with pastel balloons, giant glowing letters, and cascading floral arches that created a fairy-tale-like atmosphere. Everyone could feel that this was going to be a day filled with unforgettable moments, magical interactions, and pure joy. As the designated clock struck the hour, a sudden wave of anticipation rippled through the massive crowd. Security personnel braced themselves as sleek, tinted vehicles pulled up to the VIP entrance, signaling the arrival of the much-awaited guests of honor. Camera shutters began to click furiously, capturing every single second of the unfolding excitement. The energy shifted immediately, turning from a steady murmur into a roaring wave of cheers and applause that echoed through the surrounding skyscrapers. Tian Xiwei stepped out of the first vehicle first, looking like an absolute vision in a sweet, light-colored dress that fluttered gently in the breeze. Her signature bright smile lit up the entire venue instantly, capturing the hearts of everyone present. She paused for a brief moment to wave enthusiastically at the screaming fans, her eyes sparkling with genuine happiness and gratitude for the overwhelming turnout. Moments later, Zhang emerged from the second vehicle, exuding effortless charm in a stylish, modern outfit that perfectly complemented the festive theme of the day. He offered a warm, polite smile and gave a friendly nod to the sea of supporters who had waited hours just to catch a glimpse of him. The contrast between his cool, sophisticated demeanor and her bubbling, energetic warmth created an instant visual harmony that photographers scrambled to capture from every possible angle. The two stars walked side by side toward the main stage, exchanging a few cheerful words and light-hearted laughs as they navigated the red carpet. Their easy chemistry was instantly palpable, reminding everyone of the delightful on-screen and off-screen rapport that had made them fan favorites across the globe. As they ascended the steps, the decorative lights flickered magically, casting a cinematic glow over the entire scene. Stepping onto the platform, they were greeted by the cheerful event hosts and a towering, beautifully decorated yo-yo-themed birthday cake that stood as the centerpiece of the celebration. Tian Xiwei clasped her hands together in delight, her eyes widening in childlike wonder at the intricate frosting and pastel decorations. Zhang chuckled softly at her enthusiastic reaction, adding a sweet, grounded energy to the light-hearted moment. The hosts kicked off the program with a lively Q&A session, inviting the actors to share their thoughts on celebrating such a joyous occasion with their devoted fans. Tian Xiwei took the microphone first, expressing her heartfelt appreciation for the warm welcome and noting how much she loved seeing so many familiar and smiling faces in the audience. Her voice was filled with sincere emotion, making every single fan in the venue feel directly acknowledged and cherished. Zhang followed up with his own charming remarks, thanking the organizers for putting together such a creative pop-up event and praising the fans for their unwavering support through all his recent projects. He flashed his trademark dazzling smile, prompting another deafening wave of cheers that temporarily drowned out the sound system. Their witty banter, and mutual respect kept the atmosphere light, breezy, and endlessly entertaining. Soon, it was time for the interactive game segment, which had been designed to test their teamwork and bring out their playful competitive sides. The first challenge involved a rapid-fire trivia quiz about popular pop culture milestones and memorable moments from their respective careers. Tian Xiwei tapped her buzzer with lightning speed, giggling triumphantly whenever she secured a correct answer for her team. Zhang playfully feigned disappointment whenever he was beaten to the punch, folding his arms in mock seriousness before bursting into laughter alongside his co-star. Their infectious playfulness spread quickly through the crowd, turning the high-stakes game into a comedy of errors and joyful camaraderie. Fans held up their phones to record every single cute facial expression and funny remark. Moving on to the next activity, the stage was set for a cooperative cake decorating challenge where both actors had to add finishing touches to miniature yo-yo cakes within a strict time limit. Equipped with piping bags filled with colorful frosting, Tian Xiwei concentrated intensely, carefully piping delicate floral patterns onto her pastry creation. She took the task very seriously, sticking the tip of her tongue out slightly in deep concentration. Beside her, Zhang took a more experimental approach, joking that his artistic vision was abstract rather than traditional. He squirted a generous amount of blue frosting onto his cake while playfully trying to steal a decorative sprinkle from Tian Xiwei's station. She caught him in the act and gasped dramatically, leading to a hilarious mini standoff that had the entire audience cracking up. When the timer buzzer sounded, both proudly displayed their completed edible masterpieces to the judges and the cheering spectators. The hosts declared it a tie, praising Tian Xiwei for her neat precision and Zhang Ling for his bold, creative flair. They exchanged a celebratory high-five, celebrating their victory with childlike enthusiasm that made the entire venue feel like a giant playground. The mood shifted gently into something much more sentimental as the lights in the venue dimmed to prepare for the special birthday cake-cutting ceremony. Soft, melodic music began to play through the speakers, creating an intimate ambiance amidst the massive outdoor crowd. The giant YOYO birthday cake was rolled forward, its candles flickering warmly against the evening twilight. Tian Xiwei and Zhang Ling stepped up to the cake side by side, holding the decorative knife together as they prepared to make a collective wish for the future. They closed their eyes for a quiet moment, reflecting on the hard work, success, and wonderful memories of the past year. When they blew out the candles together, a cascade of confetti rained down from above, glittering in the air like falling stars. The crowd erupted into a thunderous rendition of the birthday song, their voices harmonizing beautifully across the entire public square. Visibly touched by the grand gesture, Tian Xiwei wiped away a mock tear of joy while waving gratefully to the surrounding tiers of balconies packed with onlookers. Zhang Ling bowed respectfully, placing a hand over his heart to convey his deep appreciation for the love being shown. Following the cake ceremony, the event transitioned into an exclusive photo op session where the duo posed against various themed backdrops within the pop-up space. They stepped into a life-sized yo-yo gift box installation, striking cute and funny poses that highlighted their natural chemistry and playful personalities. Every flash of the camera captured a new, frame-worthy moment that would soon flood social media timelines worldwide. They also took time to inspect the fan-made art installations and congratulatory display boards set up around the perimeter of the venue. Tian Xiwei pointed out a particularly detailed portrait drawing of herself, beaming with pride and gesturing for Zhang Ling to come and take a closer look. He admired the artwork genuinely, complimenting the immense talent and dedication of their fan community. As the sun dipped lower, casting a soft, romantic twilight over the city, the pop-up event reached its final and most anticipated segment. The duo was invited to participate in a surprise gift-giving ceremony, where they handed out special commemorative yo-yo merchandise boxes to a select group of lucky fans chosen through a lottery. Their down-to-earth nature shone brightly as they interacted warmly with each recipient. Tian Xiwei knelt down to accept a handmade friendship bracelet from a young fan, chatting happily and making sure to thank them personally with a gentle hug. Her warmth and approachability left the fan practically speechless with joy. Zhang Ling greeted each person with a firm handshake and a reassuring word, making sure that everyone felt valued and included in the celebration. Toward the end of the giveaway, a spontaneous wave started in the back of the crowd and swept all the way to the front, creating a breathtaking visual spectacle of moving hands and flashing lights. Both stars looked out at the sea of supporters with sheer awe, realizing the profound impact of their work and the strong bond they shared with their fans. It was a moment of pure connection that transcended the barriers of celebrity and audience. Before bidding their final farewells, the hosts handed the microphone back to the actors for their closing statements. Zhang Ling spoke first, expressing his sincere gratitude for the unforgettable memories created that day and promising to return with even better projects in the future. He emphasized how much strength he drew from the constant encouragement of his supporters during challenging times. Tian Xiwei took the microphone next, her voice brimming with emotion as she thanked everyone for braving the weather and spending their precious time celebrating with them. She reminded everyone to stay happy, healthy, and kind, echoing the cheerful spirit that the yo-yo brand represented. Her closing words were met with a fresh wave of enthusiastic cheering that resonated far beyond the venue boundaries. As a final surprise, the organizers arranged for a magnificent fireworks display to light up the night sky in honor of the celebration. Colorful bursts of light bloomed overhead, painting the clouds in brilliant shades of pink, gold, and blue. Tian Xiwei and Zhang Ling tilted their heads back, watching the dazzling show with wide, childlike grins on their faces. They turned to each other amidst the exploding colors of the finale, sharing a brief laugh and congratulating one another on a remarkably successful and heartwarming event. The cameras managed to capture this candid exchange, freezing a moment of genuine friendship and shared triumph in time. It was a picture-perfect ending to an already magical afternoon. With the fireworks fading into gentle smoke, the actors turned back to the crowd to offer one last sweeping bow and a series of enthusiastic handwaves. They slowly made their way back toward the backstage exit, pausing once more to soak in the deafening applause that refused to die down. The genuine reluctance to leave reflected how much they had enjoyed every single second of the gathering.